Thanks for staying with us. So Nigeria's National Orientation Agency, NOA, has cautioned Abuja car dealer Alamein Sarkin Mota for mocking civil servants regarding their struggle to purchase most of the vehicles he showcases in his promotional videos. The Director General of the agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, in a letter on Monday, stated that the body is dissatisfied with the recent advertisement released by Sarkin Mota in a video promoting a Mercedes Benz 2023 C300 equipped with artificial intelligence features, where he posed the questions: can civil servants afford you at a time when Nigerians are passing through so much social pressure and in an environment where get rich at all costs syndrome is pervasive and material things are being promoted over and above dignity of labor and decent values? It is wrong to be speaking in such condescending terms about Nigerian civil servants. What are your thoughts on this? So apparently he had asked the AI in the car, can Nigerian civil servants afford you?
Simple,
and the
honest
AI,
question.
sharp mouth, say no. No, till 2067, 20, maybe in 2062. Okay, so I want to talk about this, right? Based off the letter that was written to chastise him for this comment. You can join the conversation and call us on 020-1635-2013 or 09024163440. Tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. So I was now wondering, the letter was, directed at the car dealer. Which one would be directed at the AI? But I would like to hear your thoughts on it, because it was actually the AI that answered the question that the auto dealer asked. So we should have had like 2 letters. But let's hear the ladies.
In fact, when he started this, he's Sarkin Mota. Sarkin Mota means king of cars. So in fact, I find him very interesting. Okay. In fact, when he started, every time I go to his, sometimes when I'm a bit, low or something, I just go there and watch his videos. They are so interesting. Wow. He's just a business person trying to sell his cars, and he just decided to use that strategy. And that civil servant, this thing that he uses is what led a lot of people to come down to his page to come out. With that, he now has the Instagram tick, everything. He's even known now at Daura. Even the Emir of Daura has recognized him.
Have you seen this man personally?
He sells so much.
No, she
I love the way he sells his cars. Because of him, now I know the difference. Like
cars.
This,
the models.
I know all the models. I know everything. I know the technology. That's what the technology, the cars, the sunroof, everything. Now I know everything about cars because of him. Because he will explain the reason why you should get this instead of this, and all. And because of that, he has even been helping other businesses too. With his publicity and everything, has been helping other businesses. So I don't know why the federal government, look, if the federal government is trying to protect the civil servant, to a large extent, it's not a lie that they cannot afford the car. Most of them can't afford. You can't tell somebody at level 6, 7, 8 to come and buy such a car. Yes, buy his cars. Or at the same time, you can't even say that, elder business people may be the ones that will be able to afford the cars. So I really enjoy his advert and everything. I really, really enjoy it. So, but federal government should just take their eyes off him and let him be. You can't start fighting for this. Look, on Instagram, you can't protect an adult. You can't tell an adult what to watch and what not to watch. We all know that most of the things on social media, sometimes they are not real. It's not real. So it depends on you. You decide whether it's okay for you or it's not okay. There are times that I'll be on social media, I'll be scrolling through social media, and I'll see something that is not what I want to see and what I want to watch, and I move on. So federal government should leave him alone, let him sell his cars. He's making serious, he's making money, and he's helping other car dealers sell their cars because they bring their cars to him. And he helps sell, and it will improve the economy.
Okay. That's my opinion. Honestly, why
are you laughing?
Reading it, and I'm a bit confused. Because this is a man that I've never heard of, and I don't know, apart from you, so there are 4 of us, and just 1 out of 3, and from what you have just explained, is a man who does skits. Right?
Content
creator. And because he used the word civil servant, so he is not selling. So I understand when federal government can step in to make sure that our messaging is right. We have even said it. We have said many times that we want social media to be sort of regulated, so that the sort of messages we're putting out there, you know, it's at least decent, because everybody consumes it. We're thinking of our children. We're thinking of the mindset of a regular Nigerian. So I understand that we would want to, and you know, to even see the National Orientation Agency, to be honest, it's been a while ahead from them. So to see them, you know, involved, you know, wanting, sending a message to remind us to be mindful of sort of messaging we put out there, especially when it has to do with materialism, and a time where people seem to always want to struggle for things that they cannot afford. I get the messaging. I just don't understand why is this particular one that they used for that messaging, because I have seen people spray money at different places, carrying trunks of money, taking places, and I did not see NOA conversation there. Because we have had those conversations where we say then we see young people are trying to emulate it, and we said there's some lifestyles that we showcase, not because we don't have the money or we don't own the money, but we're trying to teach our young ones, you know, how to be decent. This man is selling cars.
He's doing a business.
He's doing an honest business, right?
Yes, honest business.
Good. And he said civil servants cannot afford this car. By God's grace.
He didn't say
he did
that.
But it's the truth, isn't it?
It is.
We cannot, civil servants cannot, because of what they earn. But I don't think this same, and I know the idea is to mock, but it's also funny, you know, it's a skit, it's funny. Civil servants, I'm sure many civil servants don't even know him, because that he even sells cars. They're not even looking at him. They are in the market. They have been screaming and shouting for the prices of food and, you know, things like that. That is why I want to hear NOA. I get the message of teacher, you know, please be decent in how you go around. But I don't know why this particular guy's messaging is a problem, because the truth is many civil servants have been complaining. Is it car you think civil servants are complaining about?
No, of course not.
They're talking of rents, their children's school fees. There's so many things that, this one is just doing his marketing on his kits and his funny whatever on one side.
You sell one of
I mean, if he, I don't know.
The way you're even saying it, you're looking like you're asking, what's going on here?
Is there something else
that we don't know
missed
about? Yeah, let me hear Dami.
Maybe if we start from NOA, from what's defining what NOA is or who NOA is, as National Orientation Agency. National Orientation Agency. With all due respect to the DG of NOA, Malam Larissa Onelu, it might appear that maybe I'm frying or I'm roasting. I woke up since 3 a.m. because of this NOA matter. And I've read through all of their socials. I've read through their website. And I have seen that, okay, I also saw one interview that the DG granted last year on one of the big platform TVs. And I will particularly say that, sir, I'm putting it to you, that was not one of the brightest interviews I've ever seen from any DG holding any public office. Because even from the questions that you were being asked, you were constantly deviating the answers. What is NOA doing? I remember that when we were growing up, they used go for gold to choke us. That was the job of NOA. Now we are grappling and we are dealing with drug abuse. We're not seeing NOA. I went to your social media page because you mentioned that, oh yes, you people have an app now that you mentioned that NOA launched an app mentioning that that is supposed to be a social contract between the government and the country and its citizens, for you to know that I Farabale wrote it very well. And you said that this you also have a program called The Explainer, an innovative platform designed by the NOA to simplify and clarify government policies and national development for the public. It aims to bridge the gap between government operations and citizens, understanding, ensuring transparency, and fostering a well-informed populace. Sir, this letter is not part of NOA's work. You could accept the criticism. It's constructive. Yes, and it was not even direct. It's AI that spoke, not the guy. So it shows us that you people put your ears on ground, you people listen, you people know what to do, but you choose not to what you are supposed to do. You will pretend as though NOA operates from the wing, from the free air. And now another thing I noticed was that from NOA, maybe they don't even know what they are doing there. Because National Orientation Agency, when I saw the interview from the DG, he was saying that they have 812 locations across the 744 local governments in the country. How are you servicing 812 locations, sir? Which money? compress it, collapse it. Why do you have 700? Why do you have
feeling the
12 locations?
Yeah, but we're not feeling the impact.
That's why I'm driving to that. There's no impact of these 812 locations that you have scattered all over the country. So, and another thing he said in the interview was that they are trying to work on with the Gen Zs. So I saw that, yes, their social media page on Instagram, on Twitter, on X is quite active. And I even saw somewhere on TVC this morning, there's this story that they are bringing up. It's from NOA, my Nigerian story. Nigeria has happened to me. Yes, I agree that that's a laudable one, to also project people that Nigeria has happened to in the good light. But your letter should have redirected to understand and accept the fact that, okay, AI was not lying between you and I and God, that the AI was not lying. Civil servants can only afford such cars, the ones that are armed robbers among them.
But the reason why the AI...
So even if, that means if we find civil servants with those cars,
we should question them. What they are trying to say is that the Sarkin Mota is the one that has asked the AI to say that.
To tell
Nigerians to say that.
But is that how it works? We have just established on this table that is there a lie.
And are you imputing
nothing like that.
How it works.
That's not how it works.
Except I don't know. I don't know that car. I don't know that Mercedes. I don't know how it works.
You just ask questions. They go to the cloud and use data.
There is
data to give you
funny enough, should I now tell you that from this data that we still collected, though, I saw that there are two different what's it called? There are two different what's that? Their salaries. I went to check salaries of civil servants. If it's even true, that can they afford it? And I saw that the annual salaries from the Consolidated Research and Allied Institution Salary Restructure, CONRIAS, that's from July last year, had affected the increment that's
how much?
Nobody on that list is collecting 1 million.
Then we are going too far.
That's what I'm saying. There are different levels.
Minimum wage. We are going too far. See minimum wage, 70,000.
That's where we are coming from.
I think from 70,000, will you be able to afford those cars?
That's where I'm coming from. Now that on that sheet, on that spreadsheet, nobody earns 1 million naira annually.
Let me tell you what I'm even learning from this.
Let me hear.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would like that the police can even use this for
the whistleblowing that they sent us to go and do.
If I see you with this car, just stop this car and say, did this man use honest money to buy you? Where did he get the money to buy me on this car? Did he buy this car?
The first question is, are you a civil servant, first of all, before...
you ladies?
So in his words, he said, values are very important. We must define who we are, and that is what they have done in NOA, and that their app is to help communicate government policies to Nigeria, as well as strengthening our feedback mechanism. Part of this is feedback.
Yes,
but you are taking it in the wrong channel.
Yeah, but wait, AI is not working for them. AI will go to the clouds.
Anybody can bring you feedback.
Yes, and
according to what is happening and get facts. But now this is also based on facts. AI does not live with us. AI
does not care about you.
AI talks about facts and figures. So I feel that letter wasn't necessary. In that, what happened? Didn't know let's because they don't want me to talk.
We'll take a short break now. Yes. So when we come back, we'll still look at it from probably another angle. Let's see if he has a point in the letter that he has sent. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.